welcome to your virtual art room. Today we're going to learn about the art of Bridget Riley, and we're going to make some op art. Op art is art that creates an optical illusion to fool your eye into thinking that a surface is 3D, or that lines and shapes are moving when they're actually not. I think you're really going to enjoy it. Spend a few minutes on the Tate Museum's website learning about Bridget Riley and looking at her artwork. There is a link to the website in the description of this video. Once you have a pretty good idea of who Bridget Riley was and what her art looked like, come on back to this video for project demonstration and directions. For this project, you're going to need the following supplies: a couple pieces of white paper, a pencil, an eraser, and a ruler. You'll also need something to color with. I'm going to use watercolor paint, but you can choose crayons, colored pencils, markers, oil pastels, whatever you have in your house. If you are painting, make sure that you have a paintbrush and a rag or paper towel and a cup of water. We're going to begin by folding our paper into a square. I'll take one corner and fold it on a diagonal so that the short side of my paper lines up with my long side. Once I have the corner at a nice neat point, I can crease my paper. Because I'm going to turn my paper into a square, I can now cut off this extra bit of paper. We're going to use our ruler to draw lines to connect each corner, and we'll also draw lines through the center. I'm going to be using a Sharpie to do this, but I recommend that you use a pencil so that you can erase your mistakes. We're going to connect opposite corners using our ruler. Connect the two corners and press down firmly while you draw your line. We'll do the same thing with these opposite corners. I find it easier if I rotate my paper so that my non-drawing hand has a good grip on my ruler. Now we are going to make two lines that cross through on this side and two lines that cross through on this side. Try to make it about a third of the way, but it doesn't have to be precise. Make sure it passes through the center of your square. That's super important. And now this side. I'll make my little marks so I can envision where I'm going to have the lines go. I'm connecting my ruler so that my mark and the center are both touching the edge of the ruler, and then I'll draw my line. This next part is the fun bit. We're going to begin with any of the triangles. It's your choice. And you're going to make some curved lines. However many you make is up to you. Try to keep them about the same thickness from one side of the triangle to the other. Now, with the one next to it, instead of making the line curve up, we're going to make a little ditch, like a soft U. It's going to start on this line and end on this one. We're gonna make the bump out. Now, we're gonna make that soft U. I'm going to continue the pattern all the way around my square. Part is the trickiest bit because our U's need to connect from the last triangle that we did to the first triangle that we did. You should already start to see the illusion. As you color along each triangle, make sure that every other stripe is the same color. And then repeat that color in the next triangle, except instead of doing the stripe next to it the same color, you want to do the opposite one, like a checkerboard. So it's red here, but yellow. Red, yellow around the circle. Red, purple around the circle. And then along each triangle, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, red. You can use any color scheme you want. This is just my example. So you can replace the red with black and do just a black and white design. You could replace the red with a different color. It's up to you. Thanks for making art with me today, friends. I can't wait to see your work. See you next week.